the one with the words. Not yet. The mix is almost done. Let me share this thing on out.
Hey man, you know what? I am too. This might be a good look coming off the show we just did, you know?
Oh yeah, we haven't done one, have we?
Right.
We gotta catch the people up.
Right.
Okay. What up, though, faculty? Faculty. Coming off the big weekend, baby.
Right. Hey man, speaking of, I was like, hold on, man, I got the right button. Hold on, let me fix it. Oh damn. Hey man, yeah. So I was coming off the photos, man, of celebratory weekend, man. I was like, those is nice, and I was like, yeah, man, it'd be cool when those dropped. It was clean.
Yeah, we should start dropping them. What, maybe tomorrow or Thursday?
I mean, yeah, even earlier. I mean, we literally, obviously, on Black T's page, you know, and then and we released too, you know.
I like it.
Good luck.
I like it. I really like it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh man, y'all. Man, I've been lounging, man. That's how I feel right now. I just took off a robe. Man. Yeah, man.
Uh-oh, Lance Gaming now? Okay. Man. I knew you come around, bro.
I'm on it.
Even got a chair for it.
Come on, man. Big gamer chair.
Hey, this setup. Hey, everything looks beautiful in this on this screen.
Yeah.
Like the crispness.
Yeah, man. This is
I can see somebody in your city. I just seen them put their blinker on.
Damn.
Oh shit. I'm gonna tell you. I've been debating about getting like the official setup for my Twitch, like a laptop and another screen and all that other shit. I'm like, man, I'm really not that good for that shit, man. Shit. Dukes. Young Dukes. Yes, sir.
Yo, the faculty is already in the building, man. The faculty is here kicking it, man. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. Hold on, man. Let me just do this crap right now, man, because my energy low, so I'm exhaust a bunch right now to get this out.
Don't spike it out, man.
I'm gonna do it, man. Welcome everybody. Black D University episode number 71. Following one of the most amazing shows of all time with here Mikey Winfield, B.T. Kingsley, and Lance Waterwoods.
Lance
When I
Waterwoods.
look down, you was drinking the water,
That's how
man.
you do it.
Look on the screen, man.
Okay, in that face, man.
I got the right one. I tried to look. I was trying to do that like 7 times, and I just gave up. Like when we was in Denver, I tried to do it. I was like, man, shout out to, but I was like, am I doing it right? Is that it?
A lot of people say it ain't a K. That's a K, man.
Look like a kid here.
That's a K,
I mean,
man.
I'm okay with it being a K.
That's a K, bro.
Okay, K.
Okay, K.
Hey.
You know how long it took me to be able to throw a west side without using my other hand to do it?
To twist them fingers in the middle.
Yeah, rubber band them.
When I could, and I can't. The middle finger got to be on top. I can't do it the other way around.
I ain't never thought about the other.
That's
finger
difficult.
being on.
I mean, I could do it, but it's difficult.
You had to use the other hand.
It feel like like crossing your legs as a man before the age of 50. When you cross your legs like that, when you go full over the leg, you got to have some important shit to say, or you got to have like a martini on and like a really, really nice suit on. Like you can't just cross your legs for nothing like that.
Hey man, but that's what you do on your talk show performance, because
absolutely,
you're supposed to look like you got something important to say.
Yeah. I like fancy four though. I like, you know what I mean, like the elbow. You go like this,
that one.
Yeah, like ankle over knee.
Yeah. Hey man,
Yeah.
you remember some of the men in your family that did that when you was? Didn't that stand out when you was younger and you saw how grown men
Yes.
sat?
They had something important to say. I'm telling you, they cross over that leg and then they get to dropping gems off for you.
Yeah, man. It was only one for me. It was my dad's dad, man. He was real profound. So maybe that's the reason. Everything he said sounded like, yo, he's either gonna drop a dime or he's gonna whip your ass or something.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I didn't do my homework. I didn't do my homework one time at his house. And yo, he gave me the belt. I didn't even know he was authorized for that. You know.
He did the cross and taught you. So let's talk about why you do this homework.
Yeah, smoking cigars. He smoked cigars, and that was back when they were smoking indoor.
We need to, you know, I ain't want to have to whoop you, you know, you're my favorite grandbaby, but I just think you got me fucked up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Get to dropping them bars off, man. Hey, this weekend though, man, that Thursday in Denver, man.
Yeah, man. Look at us. Coming off a nice little show tour.
That's the first date outside of California that we've all did together as a tour or just in general.
Yeah, with all three of us, right?
Yeah,
out the state. Absolutely.
Yeah. So Black Tea University, we had the first live show, Denver Improv. All around good week, all around good show. I don't know. I'm trying not to say.
What you're trying to say. I don't know how to articulate it either, but you would know better. Go ahead.
So when you do these shows, okay, let's talk about the way that a lot of clubs do things now. A lot of clubs go about things now in the way of they just want to open the door.
Yep.
They don't want to really promote. They don't really want to do much. They just want to open the door and say, y'all do it.
Yep.
So, you know, so we had the show Thursday. So that means Thursday morning, we did a radio interview that we had to put together ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Usually the club would reach out and say, yo, you're doing radio, you're doing 4 or 5 radio stations, you're doing TV. None of that. They just like open the door and, you know, y'all come through.
Yeah. And radio was crazy because it went very well.
Radio went very well. Radio, and you know, I heard Chris Rock say one time, he said he just wanted to get famous enough to not have to do radio.
Right.
Yep.
So when he come to the city, he don't gotta promote it. They just know he's gonna be there, and that's how I do it. So we're not there right now.
Which is funny because that's the highest levels of fame. It's like Chappelle's here. Oh, well, them tickets gone. Like, of course.
Yeah. Well, kinda. because there's a lot of people in that boat now.
Is there?
Yes.
What, did not have to do radio boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at this. It's replacements for radio now.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey man, maybe they don't do morning radio, but their access is different. So it's just not as a requirement.
I mean, sending out a tweet. If you could send out a tweet, like David Arnold was in Sacramento, he ain't doing no radio.
Yes, but I see what you're saying. They still have to market, but they don't have to do radio.
Don't gotta do radio, yeah. Because radio means I gotta wake up at 6 a.m, 7 a.m, 6 stations.
Yeah.
I gotta be on at 8 o'clock in the morning and I gotta be cracking jokes in between songs and all kind of shit.
Hey man, that was us. Keep going.
That's the morning radio. Is that the morning radio voice? They're gonna get that.
Yeah. So tell us a joke. Bitch, no. Come to the show.
Right.
So radio went well. And so
we didn't have to deal with that. Our radio host was like fire. Like he was he was cool. He had great energy. It was,
he went all out for us too, man. That was dope. Yeah.
We stayed on for like 3 or 4 segments.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And maybe it's because it was one show. And for what I'm about to say, when we asked the crowd how they heard about the show, the number of people who showed up from the radio was a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, maybe you don't always see that because you might get to the town Thursday and do radio Friday, so that they got the Friday and Saturday shows. This was just they got one shot, and they all came.
They all showed up.
Yeah,
that's the other thing that's interesting about when you do the weekend is you can build momentum. You do a Thursday night, people hear about the show, they'll pull up for Friday, and you'll have spillover from Friday into Saturday, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So, radio goes well, and I think after we left radio, I think we all just felt good.
Yes,
I think we all just felt like, yo, it's gonna be a great show.
Yeah, right.
It's gonna be a great show, and then we get to the show, and it was a great show.
Fantastic show, great turnout, and we've all been working clubs for years, so. Regardless of what a club tells you, we know what Thursday nights look like. Absolutely.
And we know who's selling what tickets for the most part.
Yeah.
So it was looking like, oh no, this is great for a Thursday.
For a Thursday blind in a market that we're not in, that was amazing.
No, this is great for some Fridays.
Absolutely. I've talked to people who are doing that club and that city, and they're like, and these people are on that list of, you know what I mean? It should just go. And they're like, nah, that city is not moving right now. Like that's one that'd be like that's the one right on the thing. It's like fuck it, we call it spade a spade. Tony Baker will be there, I think in December, and he literally let me not guess. Let's just read a Tony Baker tweet, right? I'll use Tony because that's the homie and he's doing great. He said, Virginia Beach, we're adding the show, right? He says, what city is this? Okay, his breakdown for his tour dates, right? For upcoming cities. Virginia Beach completely sold out, well moisturized. He uses moisturized, how the moisture is for how the ticket sales are going. Omaha is ashy in the crotch of hand. Des Moines partly ashy. Kansas City is old black mechanic Ashley. But Denver is homeless, crack addicted Ashley, and biblical feet ashy. So in other words, Denver's not moving.
Yeah.
Denver's borderline terrible. Let him tell it. Dallas Fort Worth is already rubbing in that Najiva cream because it's already sold out. So some cities they buy their tickets fast, some cities they buy them slow. So
Denver's on the slow side, right?
Denver's on the very slow side. So a turnout in Denver is powerful.
Hey man, I think
We had a great turnout.
Wherever we go next, what we just did just helped that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, man. I mean, we gonna have the visual proof from the photos for them to get an image and see what we do, because everybody still don't know how our show operates.
Right.
They can think everything, but seeing it and then seeing us all up at the same time, man, I just thought that's what we sold on radio, and then we brought it for the second half. I thought that was great, man.
Yeah, some of the details about the show, you got to come see it for yourself. But just know, if anybody comes and say they my auntie,
hey, man. Yeah, we're going to have to start doing more thorough checks, man. And you have to talk to the ushers.
not even the ushers that work there. Usher Raymond.
Man. Right. USHERRAYMON.
Get some confessions.
Shout out to the people that flew in for the show. Shout out to the faculty that said, man, y'all there. We are flying in. We appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah.
They got on aeroplanes.
Yeah. Made a trip out of it. And we're not ashamed of that. I mean, if you're in the mood, San Jose's next. Who's next? San Hope and San Hope and
Yo, man, you know what you gotta be though, man? You gotta be angry. People gotta feel your anger, man. Like I'll turn it on, man. Like I've been taking my acting classes and whatever, and it would be good to hit up the club, like outside of email, and just be like, yo, the fuck? Yo, is it running?
Yeah.
They said it's not running yet.
Yeah.
Man, and I think that gotta be how you approach it, man, because, hey, man, do you mind if you guys just, get this thing going? They're like, sure. And it never happens. I think if you want to see change, man, it's like, no disrespect, but we didn't always listen to our parents when they said stuff calm. A lot of times they yelled and you did it.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Violence is always the answer.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Every single time.
Damn it.
Answer is violence.
Yeah.
Don't believe the answer is violence. The reason why some things happen and some things don't happen is because there's a threat of violence over there.
Yes.
That's the reason.
Hey, man, can we keep that energy? Can we just keep that?
That's what you gotta have. If you want to live in this world, there always has to be a threat of violence. And the second people feel like if they do you wrong, then nothing's going to happen, then they're gonna do it.
Yeah, if there's somebody to get over, let's get over on them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yo, I've made the agreement, man. I think I'm ready.
I was when I was flying back home, and when I'm on the airplane, I go to sleep. So right before I fell asleep, I was like, yo, there's so much potential in it. Like, not potential, but I'll just use the word potential. Like, I was thinking about the show, like, yo, this is like the very, very, very beginning stages. It's like even every detail that, you think about, like, oh, we can do that better. I like how we done that. If we just add that, even with all of that, I'm like, yo, this is a fantastic show.
Yep.
Fantastic show. And I felt the same way after we did the 4 shows in Sacramento, but it's different in Sacramento.
Yeah, because as we got the lay of the land. Side note, we should probably do that again soon.
Sacramento?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
hey man, but look at this though.
March.
It's not a but, I'm saying, at all. They loved us. Like, it was love in Denver. Like, after they experienced it,
yes,
and we just talking at the end, and man, we was throwing out all the questions, like, who came because we black? It was people that showed up for that. Man, but it was like, yo man,
Niggers!
yo man, that too. And inboxes, man. That shit was cool the next day, man. You know, it's always like, I got an average DM, and it's not even just women. It's dudes too, man. So it's whatever, you know, and just telling their appreciation for the whole joint. And it's,
Really?
yeah, man. Now let me get it straight. It's mostly women, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, man, it was a cool blend, man, of people who was jumping in other comments because I didn't put up any of the pictures up because I wanted to save the pictures from the good lens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a like you were just saying, it's an interesting dynamic. I love this part of it. Like I've like that embrace the journey thing. Like I've really taken that into my life like a full. Like when I look at my peers or my friends or like just people like that are in this business with me, watching their trajectory and remembering when we all had a lot of time, remembering when we were all broke, like, you know what I mean, or broke-ish, like broke enough to remember it. It's like to see where, you know, people are now and seeing that journey and knowing that talent, drive, and had never been the issue. It's just like eventually certain things just line up in a way where like it all makes sense. So like when I'm looking at this and like its beginning stages, I'm like, man, we're a lot further than I don't want to say we should be, but kind of like things are moving fast. It's like, oh man, things are moving. You know what I mean? Because things are moving and they're not even at full like potential yet. It's like, oh man, this is really going to be a thing.
I know, man, but that's how we know it. They already see it as a product.
Yeah.
I think the product is already speaks for itself. That's just us in our head like, oh man, we could have tightened that. That's because we naturally artists.
Yes.
When we're artists, it's really never there. It's never like 100. It's like, hey man, oh, what if we do this? Oh, this is gone. It's always going to be that feeling if you know, constantly growing. So I think that's just who we are. But for like everyone that came to the show, there was no lack from them.
No,
you know, they was like, yo, this is crazy, man. Y'all went up. You was talking about my girl. It was all of that, man.
Right. Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt and looked at it like, man, if I could have just, if he wouldn't have been late to the studio, my voice would have sounded better. You know what I mean? But it's like in the grand scheme of things, it's like, man, that was, because that's another thing. Shout out to the crowd being like a little, man, it was like, it was black people there, we had white people there, Latino people, Asian. It was like, this crowd don't hang out together. They was there to see us.
Yeah.
And they bought a lot of merch.
Bought all the merch.
Yeah, I didn't leave with any merch left.
Yeah,
I left with some kids shirts because I ain't tell them I was gonna be selling kids shirts.
Right.
Hey man, we man, it's funny though. We showed up. I ain't gonna say this. I ain't even gonna say that. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it because we sell it online if they want it, and I think everybody should find the black tee link. But we didn't have our shirts. Hey, man.
We do not have the black t-shirts.
Right. But hey, man, if you listening, you go, man, BT. What's the quick get to buy the Black T University shirts right now? What would you say?
It's down below right now to get to the link.
Hey, man, I like that.
And if you go to the Black T University IG page in the bio.
Okay, great. And everyone should know this, but it's TEE. It's Black TEE University. And you're right. That's where it's at. All right, cool. Buy those shirts and rep those shirts, man. Drama, man. Drama, right?
Yeah, there's so much to discuss, man. We wanted to make sure that we cover Denver, but it's a lot going on in the news, man. It's on Front Street. Let's talk about it. One of y'all got to bring it up. You know, my breakdown is trash.
Hey, man, look at this.
You're talking about me at the Laugh Factory Sunday?
Hey, man, let's talk about that. Hell yeah.
Oh, how was that?
Hey, man, look at this. Look, I can officially say I heard about it, and that's always fun to say.
Oh God, I haven't. This is great. Wait, what?
No. What I'm saying is, it was a dude that was on First Impressions from San Antonio that hit me up that knows I know you and was like, "Yo, he was hella funny, man."
I forgot Mexican homie. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. He did the first show. He did the early show, First Impression.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I got virgin ears. Come on, tell me.
He reached out to me, and I was like, "Hey, man, I knew he would be." So
yeah,
but he felt he was just really excited to tell me that, man, and that's
he
always.
Was excited. He was like, "Yo, man, I don't want to do the Mexican voice, but it came out." He's like, "Yo, man." Like he came to me. He was like, "Man, I follow you in Black Tea University." I said, "I love you guys, man, and I'm a fan, and you know, it's good to meet you in person, and all of that." And then he did First Impressions. He did a really good job. And so then, boom, first show. And you know, when you do like Chocolate Sundays, or y'all know, when you do those kind of shows, a lot of it, you just be wondering what spot you going up in.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, it's going to be what it's going to be, but you know, you just never know what spot you're going to be up in. So Sydney is hosting Castillo.
Okay.
So then it's David Murphy. I met him for the first time. He was funny. And then Alicia Cooper.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then me.
Nice.
And then Jerry Garcia, then Esau.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah.
That's
the first show. First show goes great. Now,
hey man, so once you see that slot on the poster, how do you feel? Because I know how I would feel. How do you feel?
I said, this is prime. This is prime.
Yeah, that's the gold. That's the golden ticket.
Fantastic. Now, when I'm doing Chocolate Sundays, now I'm doing it with a different mindset. I'm doing it like, yo, I need a good tape.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because my video with them now is at 500,000. And like there be payouts and stuff for that too. So so I'm like, oh, so now I'm going in there specifically like, yo, let me do this bit that can be easily posted, that can be easily titled, that can be like that. So I'm doing that, boom. And in actuality, I only cared about doing one joke. I know for sure I'm doing this joke because I can see it on the YouTube. So I do that joke.
Okay, man, don't tell me the joke. But what I want to know is it something new out the bag or something that you already have in circulation or maybe not on a different platform?
It's on no platforms.
Okay, cool. So it's fresh eyes.
No platforms, no.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, boom. And I am rocking. First show.
His first show.
First show. Rocking. And I've never gotten a light at Chocolate Sundays.
I beg to differ. I think you did, and I know you. I got a good feeling you've gotten the light before, Lance.
I'm gonna tell you why. At least I don't believe I have.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but I'm always very conscious of not going over time when I'm there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay.
So I don't think I've ever gotten it because I'll be getting off early. My thought, I could be dead wrong. So I know the light comes from over there. But I'm looking, you know how it is, lights. It's lights on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cameras, everything.
Right. So I was doing 10 minutes. I probably did 12.
That ain't even officially going over time. That don't even count. Right.
Hold on, let me say. Mike said, you said it's not official?
No, it's not. That don't count as going over time. If you're supposed to do 10 and you do 12.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I might have did 10 exactly. I don't know. I just know I seen that light and then I seen it flash. And I was like, okay, that's definitely the light. Once I seen that.
So that was the first time. That was the first time you ever felt like you got the light.
Now, let me rewind to fast forward. A girl on First Impressions, the DJ started playing music.
Yeah, we don't know her like that.
We didn't say who she was. We didn't bust her out. She went over.
Yeah, she went over. And
you just don't do that. Like, you don't just go over your time like that. Like, what kind of,
How was she doing?
Other people got to perform.
How was she doing?
Yeah.
She was doing all right.
Okay.
She wasn't doing bad. She wasted some time in the beginning.
Gotcha.
Don't you think most do?
I do. They waste time dancing or saying hello or yeah.
Yeah,
So it's like, yo, get to it.
No.
So yeah, I mean, I leave on a big laugh, but it was like I'm like, oh, I'm kind of like pacing, you know what I mean? But rocking.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I left on a really big laugh on a joke that has more, and I was like, this punchline is enough to not even get to the rest of it. But I gotta go. All right, cool. That's the first show, right? It's great. Second show, you know what I mean? You know how it is. You're talking to people, blah, 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 blah. In between shows, I get a text. Hold on, we'll read parts of it, not even verbatim. Okay. I get a text and it says, we got to cut your set to 7 minutes for the next show. And I said, no problem. Then it says, it's not personal, I promise. So then I jokingly text back the light, right? And like, I said, it's a punishment. It's like, no, not at all. I would tell you if it was. Then I go back in the club, and that's when they're like, yo, Kevin Hart is coming. Kevin Hart's coming, and yeah, so we cutting time. Actually, the guy, David, who was on the first show, David Murphy, they cut his set all together. Then Alicia goes up. Now I'm after Alicia. I get a text that say, sorry, Esau's next. Which means, yo, you cut too, right? So I go talk, and I'll go talk to say, yo, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, because she was very apologetic. I'm like, man, nah, it's cool. As much, all of the love and things you I am not bothered at all. I appreciate everything. Thank you. I'm not worried about that.
This is great.
As I'm having that conversation, Kev walks in.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Hart walks in. Kevin Hart speaks to her, speaks to me, just kind of in passing, like, yo, what up? With his goons, and and goes upstairs. I jokingly said, when he walked in, I was like, oh, guess I ain't going up. He was like laughing, like, nah, you going up. And they, y'all know, he goes upstairs to the, the seats that they got turned this way to let you peasants know y'all better not sit there. And no, my bad. I'm not messed up in the story. Alicia is off. Esau is on stage. Yeah, Esau's on stage. Because like I said, she said Esau's next, like cut. So Esau's on stage. Now Kev just walked in and Esau's wrapping up. So then she was like, all right, fuck it. Hey, Lance, go up there and do 8. Right? And I told her, I said, look, I'm doing 2 jokes and I'm out. 2 bits and I'm gone. She's like, do you need a light? I don't need a light. I'm doing these 2 and I'm gone.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to redo the other joke for film. And I'm going to do another joke that I wouldn't mind being filmed.
Right.
I'm just doing those 2 bits and I'm gone. But now I know Kev, Harry, now they're just watching. Pookie's there.
For those that don't know, Pookie is the executive producer for Chocolate Sunday. He is also Kev's road manager, executive producer on a lot of stuff. Google the name. Pookie's good people.
Bob Sumner.
In his That's fine.
Bob, OG and comedy veteran. For those that don't know, Bob was on our homie Jay Phillips show not too long ago.
I don't know.
The creator of Def Comedy Jam. I'll say nothing less.
Yes. So Sydney brings me to the stage. I don't think this is a bad thing to say. Sydney brings me to the stage, and it's this nigga Smitty laughing in the back. Smitty was there, right? So, and you know, I like Sydney's my man. For some reason, for some reason, Sydney called me Lance Gross.
Nigga, hilarious.
So I go to the stage, and it was like, because when I get like Sydney, we like dying on stage, like what? So then Sidekick gets on the mic, was like, nah, Lance, no. Make him get it right. I walk off the stage. Sydney comes back on stage and reintroduces me. He didn't even say, he just said, give it up for Lance. He didn't even say he didn't even say that, right? He's just like, give it up for Lance, but he's laughing the whole time. So now I get on stage and boom, instantly I'm just cracking on how he said Lance Gross and how he said that, but then the women got disappointed. They was like,
yeah, big freestyle.
Right? Big laughs from the jump. Then I go into the bits.
Mm-hmm.
Rocking, right? Good night. 8 minutes.
Tight
8. 2 bits. Boom, boom. Done. Now, there's a friend of mine, Damien, who's a comedian out of the Bay Area. He randomly hit me up and was like, yo, I'll be at Flappers. I said, I'll be at Laugh Factory, come through. He's a photographer as well. So now I have my own personal photographer at the show.
Yeah, nigga.
So he's only taking pictures of me.
Hilarious. This is great.
Right? So now when I get off stage, I'm talking to Lonnie. She's just, you know what I mean, really complimentary of that was really great. Thank you.
Lonnie show love. Lonnie sees everybody. If it's some bullshit, she'll tell you. If it's love, she'll show love.
Right. Yeah. But now I'm standing by Lonnie, which means Kev is coming because he has to go on stage. So Sydney's up doing his thing. So Kev walks up to me. He's like, yo, funny shit, champ. And I'm like, appreciate it. Now, as we're talking, my photographer's right here.
My photographer's right here.
So, as we're talking, my photographer, like we're just talking, and my photographer's right here. And then my photographer signaled to me, like, yo. So I was like, yo, and then we just, you know what I mean, took some flicks or a flick, but he was taking pictures while we were just, so he probably got like candid pictures, look like we saying deep shit and we not.
Great.
So then Kev goes up and, you know, Kev rocks for 25, 30 minutes. And BT said this before, is Kevin Hart in a comedy club is always hilarious.
Always.
And he's working on this new shit, and you could tell because it wouldn't surprise me if he was there tonight. Because Naeem is there too.
I'll be there tonight for sure.
On the show, yeah. So but he's doing his new shit and it's funny. So then I'm up there talking to Sidekick, DJ, after the show. Or once Kev gets off, not after the show, because Jerry Garcia went up after Kev.
Nice.
And Kev comes up to me again and was like, yo, once again, bro, funny as shit. He was like, he said, man, you got a real good point of view, man. Like, you know what I mean? He's like, keep doing your shit. And you know how you just appreciate shit. You know what I mean? Like nigga didn't have to say anything. Nigga could have
He normally leaves.
Oh, he left. He definitely left.
You were upstairs when he came up there?
Yeah.
Then that means he made a point to go back upstairs because Kev normally gets out of there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So he
that's love.
He came and he said that to me, and that was it. But I was getting, you get compliments, and then you get like those extreme compliments.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was getting like extreme compliments after the show. It wasn't like people saying you was funny. It's people saying like, yo, I ain't never heard nobody say it like that. Or, you know what I mean? It was like that kind of stuff. And it was from comics and patrons and producers. You know what I mean? And then, so this one guy came up to me. It was an Indian fella. And he was standing upstairs when I was on stage. He was like, bro, and this is what happens. He was like, I was watching Kevin while you were on stage. And he was like laughing the whole time you were on stage. Which is an interesting reason why, for any young comics, if you ever hear this, unless you have a really, 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 really funny reason to bring it up, don't ever acknowledge a celebrity in the building.
Yeah.
Because the people are going to keep looking at them while you're trying to perform.
Yo, man, it don't even have to be a big celebrity, man. I had Stepman at a show with me, and they knew he was there. So they looked at him the whole time.
But in all fairness, Stepman's a big celebrity.
That's a fact. I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna let him rock, but
right.
That nigga's a huge celebrity. You hear me?
That's Stepman, bro.
No, I agree.
He got t-shirts.
Yeah, he
I got one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I
got two. Shit.
I need one. But yeah, that was that was Sunday.
Man.
That was a great Sunday, man.
Great Sunday.
So first of all, Kev's like such a necessity for comedy in general.
I can hear you, but I'm burning butternut squash, but I'm right here.
Yes. Kev's such a necessity for comedy because like that it always gets interesting. Anytime I hear somebody randomly with the he's not funny shit, I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. As a nigga who's in comedy clubs more than the general public and probably in more than a lot of comics, because I'm a go out ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like I'm a nigga that goes out to clubs and watches comedy. All that shit go out the window when you see him live as a nigga who has seen all the comics. And I'm gonna call it down the line. He's not one of the niggas that's okay. He's not one of the niggas that's like, oh, well, let's hope it does well. I mean, every time I've ever seen this nigga on stage, it's been destruction. What's getting translated to you when you're at home watching specials, that's all up to whatever perception you want to have and your opinion. But I'm telling you, what's happening in the room is destruction. He's always been fucking phenomenal, and I've never seen him lose a step, even when he's working shit out. So it's like, it's always interesting when I hear these opinions, and I'm like, I don't know what you guys are seeing, because when those same people be in the room, they don't be talking that shit, especially the comics. Like, I expect comics to know better, because you know when a nigga's rocking, right? Let me tell you something else. I won't say no names. I tell you, it wasn't Kevin. I've been in those situations before where they let you get a little bit of time before said celebrity. I have seen them niggas leave. Never seen Kev leave. Never seen Kevin leave. I have seen them niggas say, I've seen them niggas see a funny nigga and say,
amen,
don't go up. You know what I mean?
Look, I witnessed this at Chris Spencer's birthday. Man, you know how Chris Spencer used to throw the birthday shows at like Comedy Store. And it was numerous years, man. I watched people that were supposed to go up. Yeah, man, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, what is happening?
Huge names.
Well, yeah. Man.
Huge names. Back out of not want none of that smoke. Was it Chris? Were you there, Mike? I don't know if it was Chris's birthday. I call it the greatest night in comedy history.
Yes, I was there.
Eddie's in the audience.
Yep.
And Leslie's in the audience.
Hey, man, let me start naming two. Holcomb goes on stage.
Corey Holcomb goes.
Chris Rock goes on stage.
Rock goes on. Kevin goes on.
Kev goes on. But, man, that's the night. Cat goes on. This is the night, man.
Dave.
That particular night. Dave. Chris Rock did these jokes I've never heard again, and I'm so disappointed
Yes.
because it's still valid if you wanted to talk about it. And he had these Tiger Woods jokes that I haven't seen him do ever again on anything, like a talk show, nothing. And he was just talking about Tiger and his hoes, and you know, it just, he broke it down. It was some of the funniest comedy. But that night as a whole was one of those nights where somebody was supposed to go up and was like, "Nah, man, I'm dead tomorrow anyway." You know,
It might have. I ain't gonna hold you. It might have been G Thang's birthday. I'm not gonna hold you.
That night,
I know it was a Comedy Store.
No, that was if we talking about the same night, that was Chris Spencer's birthday.
Okay, so I'm not. I know it was. I know Chris was there. Kevin was there and Kevin went. And mind you, Chris went up. Kevin went up.
Yeah.
And then Dave went up, and Dave was talking about how Dave did a bit talking about how this Twitter. He don't have a Twitter at the time, and he's like, Twitter. The nigga that was Dave Chappelle on Twitter was talking about Cat Williams, but it was hurting the real. He's like, but that's a fake Dave Chappelle. But the real Cat Williams was responding and hurting the real Dave Chappelle's feelings. He was like, that's not even me, but this hurts, nigga. It was like, and then Cat went up. I remember because Cat closed.
All right.
And I remember Cat went up, but it was like, I was looking around. I was like, this is the greatest moment in comedy history. There's two. Cedric was there.
Cedric was just sitting there watching.
Yeah, Ced was sitting there watching. And nigga, Stan Latham was there. Bob was there. I was like, nigga,
where's it at?
This was at the Comedy Store in the main room.
This was at the Comedy Store in the main room. I was like, this is the most epic shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. And it was like, it was like there was a lot of people on the show, but eventually the sharks just started swimming the waters. You just start looking around like, nigga, is that Chris Rock? Wait, is that Eddie? Nigga, wait. Corey Hope? Like, it was like, and all them niggas start going up. So anyway, full circle for the Kevin thing. Kev's like, he's an anomaly in comedy because niggas don't reach Kevin's heights and keep their ear to the streets. Like I told David Arnold this weekend because I saw Dave's like a hilarious comic, and he always has been. What people have seen in Fat Ballerina is just like a tip of the iceberg. Like it's just like a part of how funny he is, right?
That's the name of his comedy special for people that don't know.
Yeah, Fat Ballerina is on Netflix right now. Under
comedy specials.
No.
Joseph.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's under David Arnold, Fat Ballerina, and he's working on his new special. And you know, I'm watching him craft the new special, and I'm like, oh shit! Like they don't even understand how much funnier he is. And I was like, bro, as you go into this next stratosphere of your career, bro, come down the hill. Because that's where you lose your funny. Niggas lose their funny going up the hill and staying. It's like you done made so much money that you don't come down the hill no more. You don't come down out of Malibu or Hollywood Hills or wherever you stay in this big, beautiful house. You just stop coming down to fuck with the people, and those people lose it. Like, I don't have to say no names, but there are some niggas, like, when a nigga's on this A game, I've seen these niggas walk out. Like, this nigga doing a lot. And niggas like Kevin keep working the craft. Like he never, you know what I mean, leaves the craft. Because comedy is one of those muscles you got to keep working or you will lose that bitch.
He was at the Improv last night.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the clips. And a lot of people don't know Kev does like before the special comes out, he'll tour small markets. So as opposed to before he does LA, the Bay, and Oakland, he'll do Fresno, Bakersfield. You know what I mean? Like he'll do a small arena working it out. And then on the second pass, he'll do the big cities.
Mm-hmm. But
this nigga is a super villain.
I had something, but so it's my first time making this butternut squash on my own, and it's disgusting.
So wait, you just doing butternut squash? Just that's it, straight up?
Yeah.
You just threw it in the oven.
Yeah, with a little virgin olive oil.
You gotta start cooking, bro.
I know.
Like I know people that eat like really, really healthy, but they'll take like some butternut squash and like shred it like almost like it's a pasta, and do like a sauce and like some peppers, and it'd be looking fire if I ate that kind of fuck shit. But
no, usually I have it with some quinoa, some greens, but I just went and got the squash, and I'm 2 bites away from going to In-N-Out.
Hey man, what y'all doing for y'all talk about this, man? What's your holiday plans, man? Like holidays coming up.
Yeah, what you doing, BT? What you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm probably pulling up for the homies Friendsgiving. CT and Tangerine have a huge Friendsgiving. At this point in time, they normally get a caterer. He got a new house and shit. So, last time he did it, he rented a house, and now the nigga owns a beautiful home. So I anticipate and mind you, it'll be some healthy options. Tangerine she'll make vegan macaroni and cheese. She does a tofurkey. She does like a bunch of vegan greens, which is,
hey man, we not coming, man. You trying to get us over there?
I'm just saying, man. Some fried. I normally end up having a fried chicken, but
is that Wednesday or is that gonna be on a Thursday?
That'll be on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh.
But then,
right,
I'll go to sleep and I'll get up early.
Okay.
Because that Friday, that Saturday, and that Sunday, I fly up to Washington. We only fly one day, but
Washington, D.C.?
Washington State.
Oh.
For Tacoma.
Okay.
Super Funny Comedy Club.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club in Washington. And I'm headlining.
Hell yeah.
Russell Peters was headlining there last week, so they get the big names.
Russell Peters was just there. D.L. Hughley was just there. Jay Phillips was just there. I want to say Tony's coming a little bit after me. Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Man, we're going to stay right there where you at. I just want to throw this piece of meaningless information out. Hey, Lance, when you was talking about him calling your name wrong and said Lance Gross, that's what I had thought about. I used to open for Russell Peters, right? And one of the first shows I did with him, big theater, like 12,000 people. And I was like, give it up, yo, Russell Simmons.
Nigga, did you? Are you serious?
Yo, I did that. And then I was like, fuck.
Did he say anything?
No, he came out, man. We laughed about it. And then I just, Peters. And then we went back to it, man. But so you going to be in Tacoma?
Yeah, I just wait. Lance, where were we at? And the nigga called me BT.
That was Saturday. We was at some bar in Folsom on Saturday.
Yeah, and he was like BT something, which was fine. It was it's probably payback for all the comics I've done that to in SAG. I was like, oh.
He said he called you Kinsley.
No, he didn't. He was way off.
He said Kinsey. He said BT Kinsey.
Yeah, BT Kinsey.
Hey man, we about to roll with this because I'm over this too, man. Y'all, because Lance Woods is hard to mess up, so I get that.
Yeah,
I had a hilarious Russell Peters story too, but keep going.
Oh no, listen, man, I haven't headlined in a while, so I'm really, really excited. It's gonna be like a full purge of like material and like doing my favorite. So I'm very, very excited. Last time I headlined the first weekend they ever opened. And it's good to be back. I'm very excited. Hair will be freshly painted.
Hell yeah.
The fits will be in order, and it'll be one of them weekends. Russell Peters story. Go.
Oh man, wait a minute. I wanted to hear all the names y'all been called that wasn't y'all names before we got to the Russell Peters story. Or was that it?
I mean, I've really only been called that one and Woods with no S. So Lance Wood.
Hilarious.
I was like, that sounds like some real porno shit.
Yeah.
Give it up for Lance Wood.
Big board energy.
I come out with a sock on my dick and a bow tie.
How do y'all like to be brought up? How do you like to be brought up now versus when it's perfect? How are you gonna want it?
Man, you know what? That's tough, man, because it's like they only want to name 3 of your credits. And what if you got like 17? You know what I mean? So you got to pick the ones. And man,
You know,
what
when
matters?
you got 17 credits, then they don't need to. They know who you are.
Yeah.
No. They don't always.
Yeah.
They don't always know. And
Like
that's-
I like the classic, ladies and gentlemen, Mike E. Winfield. Like that's great. That's great. But I don't even think if I'm thinking Dave Chappelle specials right now, I don't even think they say his name.
No,
Mm.
no.
It's like the crowd just clapping, he just walks out.
Or he's already out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It hard cuts right into it.
What y'all like then, man? What y'all like? Because I like the aggressive, man. That's I intro everybody like I like to be intro. So if you ever heard me do your intro, it's always been the same. And y'all heard me do intros on stage. It's always like ding ding gang. I want the crowd hype when y'all come out, man.
Yeah. So this is, and so for what you're saying, BT, every time I've worked with Dave, it was always 2-man shows. So it was always just me and him.
Mhm.
And he said, just do your time and say goodnight. He's not even being intro at all.
Right.
At least when I mean, I don't know what he's doing now, but
Mm.
he has a DJ playing music, and at some point he just comes on stage.
Mm.
There is no dramatic nothing. I mean, it's an uproar when he gets there.
I think that is dramatic. Because to leave the stage empty, everybody's anticipating, like looking back, like, when is he gonna come out?
Yeah.
You know, so I think it is dramatic.
And when I tell you that can last for 20 minutes,
Mm.
you forgot that what you was here for. I think just walk out there and like, oh shit, Dave Chappelle here.
I mean, because the music is kind of the intro. Okay, so do y'all prefer music, your name over the music, before the music, or like does it matter? Like I know for me, I prefer my name over the music, but I don't want it hyped. Like after you say it, like you could hype it on the initial say, but after you say it, don't give me no extras. Like I don't want, come on, y'all, give it up. No. After you say it, you done. And you can stay or leave. I'm indifferent to that. But after it's said, let the music do what the music gonna do.
Yeah, I think I came to a conclusion Sunday, that I'm never waiting for the host again.
Mm.
I think once I say my shit and I say goodnight, I'm walking off stage.
Explain though.
You know how like you'd be like, all right, good night, y'all, and then the host taking crazy long to come back to the stage,
And you feel like a dumbass just standing there because you already said your
and
shit.
he like he come and give it up. Like I'm just gonna say my shit and I'm out.
Mm.
Yeah, man. But see, you know what you was in your head? You was trying to be respectful.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, we all been in that position a bunch of times, and I think from now on, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I'm off.
I gotta start closing out better. I don't do the, like the punt fake exit. Like, I'm finna get out of here.
You think that's important? You like doing that?
Yeah, I think it's very professional. When I see it, every time I see it, I'm like, fuck, I should do that. Like before you do your last bit, it's like I'm
about to get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, don't leave.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Run that little clip a little bit right before she.
No, the only thing I wish I would have done was plugged my special in Instagram.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's like, all right, y'all, you do a great joke, and you could have left there, but you say, yeah, I'm finna get out of here. You guys, make sure y'all check out my special. It's on Amazon, and make sure you guys follow me on what's the name.
Yeah.
And you segue right into another bit.
Yeah.
After you give them a moment, it's like, because I feel like when you say it on the exit, I feel like it's a
It
weird
gets lost.
dismount. It
Yeah.
gets lost. It gets rushed. But if you say it as you're rapping and then give them another bit, it's like, man, I'm not gonna follow this guy. And after you say it, it's like, oh, I gotta follow him now. You know what I mean? It was like he gave me another one.
Yeah. And what I realized too is I'm gonna start lying.
What part?
Yeah, like I was watching.
BT condones this. He already.
You know,
on
I'm
board
pro
with this.
line. I'm all about this.
Yo, check this out. Anybody, yo, lie. Like I was just watching. I was watching Kanye on Drink Champs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just watched Soldier Boy on Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, that's the problem. I be out here telling the truth.
Trying to keep it real.
Nigga, I'm lying. I'm not saying watch my special. I'm telling you to watch my special. It's the #1 special on Amazon Comedy. Who the fuck is gonna Google it and find out?
Touche.
I'm lying. I'm not. When I plug this, I'm saying, yo, I got the #1 special on Amazon Prime right now out of all independent comics. It's the #2 on app. Like I'm doing like.
Hey man, mine actually is the #1 on YouTube right now. My side of the story is like the hottest special within the last 3 months of views, man. It's almost, yeah, man. It's over 100.
See, so now mine is too.
Yeah.
And everybody gonna check.
So after that, then you just need like a strong punchline before you exit.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
Just
Hey, man.
hit-
That's all.
Hey BT, I know what you're doing because I know you got the thing coming up, and I know the format for what you're trying to record. Hey Lance, I know eventually, obviously, it's just in your blood. You're gonna want another special. You know, this is my assumption. I don't know if we talked about that, but I want to know how much time are y'all sitting on if you was to say it for your next piece.
That's interesting. I've been coming to a conclusion lately, and I got some material. You know how you do the special to burn material? I got material I don't know if I'm ever going to burn. Like if I tour, you'll see whatever I'm working on, plus these favorites because I just love doing them. And I don't know if they fit a special. As of today, I don't know if they do.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I might hold on to this little 12, this little chunk of 12. This might ride with me forever.
Yeah,
So-
man. Like I got some music shit like that I'm never gonna put in a special because it's some music shit.
Exactly.
Or the karaoke machine or whatever. I'm never gonna put that in a special, so it's just gonna rock on the road forever.
I've been thinking though, like if I do a special independently, I could use it, and or if I tape something like the Laugh Factory or you like even like a Keep Your Distance. I got some gold music shit that I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
So to answer your question, I feel like I'm sitting on probably 30, maybe 35.
So the question was, if you had to record something that you haven't put on anything, how much do you got?
Let me see if that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like how much material are you sitting on right now for your
Yeah.
next special?
Yeah, that you would confidently want in it. Because I know right now you probably got an hour that nobody has heard, but that don't mean you want it all in the next special. Like BT saying, some of it is just for the road.
I got 3 bits right now. Yeah, I got 3 bits right now.
Yeah.
When I recorded my special, I had 3 bits.
Oh, nice.
I don't understand.
When I recorded the special, I said, I know I'm doing these 3 bits. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I had 6. I had 6 for the special. I got 3 right now.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. No, I'm lying. It was
Amen.
6.
You know, it's weird, man, because with time changing, it's interesting. With not time changing, but evolution. Whereas 30 minutes right now is not a bad thing to drop because everything gets clipped up. And if the clips in it is going to get people to the full joint, then that's a win. Because all you want is stuff on streaming. Now,
6 minutes ain't bad to drop.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. No, absolutely. And it's like, yo, if these platforms is gonna drop it, that's the win. Like somewhere like Chocolate Sundays, Laugh Factory, shoot. What's those ones that used to drop joints, man? The Comedy Time? Like those are wins, you know, but no but about it. But I get where I think the hour is ego. It's like it's not the hottest thing right now. Like if I get a Netflix or some joint, then okay.
But what if you just drop like a Fire 15 just like to
no, that ain't enough. I've seen Fire 15s and people they watch it, but I think you got to give them at least 30 plus for them to invest in your life or to invest in your opinion. Because if you give them a Fire 15, you know, hot guest set or work in the club.
Anybody can do that.
And no, it'll kill in the club. It'll murder in the club. But on TV, unless it's like Def Jam or something, like I remember Def Jam used to do that. You go drop your 8, but that's when comedy wasn't as saturated. So I think right now, you got to at least give them 30 for them to understand your ideals, the pictures you're trying to paint. They can see more of your skill.
Yeah.
And see your,
I got some jokes that don't work in a short set. Like they just don't y'all don't know me. I can't really get into it like I want to. Like they work, but not as well. Like if I did this at the 40-minute mark, you'd be impressed. At 7 minutes in, it's like, wait, what?
Well, what's the most recent example? Angela Johnson is who I could think of.
Yeah.
Angela Johnson?
Yeah.
What part?
That was how long was the bit? The nail shot bit.
Yeah, that exploded.
Exploded. And she be selling big tickets.
Yes. Schultz swears by that too. He's like, even if you do an hour, put it out in chunks, put it out in small pieces.
Yeah, man. When I it was either right before I shot the special or right after it was done. I ran into Schultz and asked him about all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about, I didn't know this man from anything. I just walked up on him like, hey, bro, I got questions. And he was nice. He was
Schultz, he'll kick it with you.
Yeah. He was telling me, he was like, yeah, bro. He was like, that's what I would do. He's like, that's what I did because it's really hard to eat. He's like, even if you are a fan of somebody, it's just, we're not conditioned to sit there for an hour, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like, if they like that bit and that bit and that bit and that bit, before you know it, they watched half your special.
Right. And his logic is like, I love you as a fan, but my favorite joke of yours is 37 minutes into your set.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want that.
Right.
And it's like dropping singles as an artist.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. How many specials are you in already? Like for me, like I know what this next special will be, but I also know what the next one will be about. Like I got a strong understanding of what it'll be thematically.
Hey man, this is what I do know. Because I guess I get your question. Like for me, my next one is the birth of Real Kid. Because nobody knows that as a whole. Like people have heard glimpses of it, but they don't know it in the special form.
All right.
So then, so Stepman, he not fading off because he's not going to go away. But what I have found, man, and I don't know if I like this, I'm edging off of relationships, which is like my shit. And I realize in my hour, I'm talking about it less because I'm talking about, Real Kid. So, and then I'm throwing in some like topical shit. So to answer the question I said earlier, man, it was like, I got about 25, 30 minutes and then I don't like the rest. So I don't count
it. It's funny. I think I know what the next special is. I don't want to say because I don't like. Fuck it. I'll say it that way. I guess it's documented. I want to fill the gap. So there's conversations about relationships and there's conversations about single. My next special will be that in between phase, like the impromptu. It's like, oh, I might be ready for some shit. It's just not something I see addressed, and it's like I have a lot of material in that space. But then after that, there's like some shit about once people know me, there's like the family stuff, like with my mom and shit. That's not like even fully developed, but I know that that's in there. And then slowly but surely, there's like accidentally a political set like starting to come of age. It's like, and I don't know where it fits. I'm like, huh.
I know where it fits.
Mm.
In Dakota.
Absolutely. Big Dakota.
Yeah, I got nothing. All I got is the material.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even thought about the next one. I've put no energy energy or thought into the next one. My energy has been going into the set. Because if I do it again, when I do it again, it has to be bigger.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, and I would love to shoot it again myself and do all those parts about it. But past that, I'm kind of like, we'll see how everything turns out before I start. Like I haven't done anything outside of like make sure I have material ready, because you start to understand the long game, man. You start to understand that, when you first do something, you say, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna blow up and explode.
Yeah.
But everything that goes up fast goes down just as fast. So it's like, I'm okay with taking the stairs, but I want to be ready. I'm trying to build a base of people who rock with me.
Yeah.
It's like when Mike was talking about when he seen Chris Rock and he said he'd never seen those jokes again on anything, because he was just up there being a comic. It's like, every joke ain't necessarily for this. It's like, nah, this is just kind of what was on my mind and it's funny.
That's the best part, man. When you can just be a comic, is the best part, man. When you recording every set because it has to go to something, it feels like work.
Absolutely.
But the nights when you just show up because you fucking love this, and I just feel like doing this Michael Myers homophobic bit, man, it's just like, yo, that's this shit because I just wanted to.
Yeah,
it's the best feeling, man.
That's how my shout out to what's coming up. That's how my keep your distance for this Thanksgiving special felt.
Yeah,
I was up there just like, fuck it, man, we here. Like, let's just talk. You know what I mean? As opposed to this perfectly crafted, I want to do this. It was like, no, these are things that I really have never really got to just tape like I want to, and I feel strong about them. Let's get these off. That shit felt good.
The beauty in that. The beauty in just like, yo, I'm just on stage. I got a microphone and people listening.
Yeah.
Fuck it. And I imagine that's really, really fun when everybody knows you. I would imagine that's really fun as Chris Rock when you're on stage. You don't have to prove yourself. You have to talk your shit. And there are people who are just happy that you're here. Versus we get on stage and we got to prove that we're funny every time.
Yeah.
I ain't mad about it, but I know that there's another side to this. I know that there's a side to where I've proven myself already.
Well, you guys, it's the Sacramento Punchline.
Yeah, man, I think about that more than I should. I produced shows there for 6 years consistently, and probably recorded 3 of them.
Yeah, most of that was freestyle. Most of that was trying out, experimenting.
Man, we had some nights. Man, I remember when I did my birthday roast in 2017.
Yeah.
And it's recorded. I just don't know where it's like this. Just know I did a birthday roast, and I had everybody on the stage. Tony Roberts hosted it.
Oh wow! So it less.
And it was only person that wasn't Mike. Where was you at, Mike?
Where was I? I don't know. I wasn't there.
You were I remember you said you couldn't make it.
And I was out there, yeah.
BT was out because the only people who I invited who couldn't make it were you two and Cheryl the Soccer Mom. And Cheryl said she just didn't want, she was like, I just don't like to roast. I don't.
I get that. because I'm not that person either. But after doing to heroes, it's like I'll roast with people that I love. Like I'll do it with people that I love because that'll always be in the room. I'm just not roasting with strangers.
Yeah, it was very handpicked. It was handpicked who was there, and it was like, bro, if there's any weird energy here, because I'm not inviting y'all to come get some shit off your chest. That's not what we're doing here.
Hey, man, you know that happens though. That happened in mine with 2 comics.
Oh, towards each other.
Yeah, nothing to do with me. One guy wants some stuff off about another comic, and I was like, oh.
Hey, that's what makes it so hilarious when it's true.
Yeah. But all right, no. So we gotta get to the get to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the get to. So we talking about DaBaby. And is her name Danny? Is it Lee?
I think it's Danny Lee. I think it's one name.
Lay.
Mm-hmm. Danny Lay.
Danny Lay. Okay. Yep. Now, in full transparency, I had no idea who this woman was until 2 days ago. Not a clue. Now, I guess this is DaBaby's the mother of his daughter. Or his latest daughter? I don't.
Yeah. This was 3 months.
Yeah, this is he has a kid with her.
Okay, so he gets on Instagram Live, and I guess they're arguing on the live. He put the camera on her, and he's saying some things that you wouldn't want said about you on Instagram Live, and then says that she's a certified side chick.
That's hilarious.
She was never his girl. And,
Side note, I can hear y'all. I just need a second.
Oh yeah. And then told her to get out the house.
Oh my God.
And then her brother gets on Instagram Live and says, "Yo, you're gonna have to see me because you disrespected my sister and you disrespected my family. So when you in LA, you're gonna have to come see me about something."
Hey man, but look, before he said that, he had posted "Move in silence." Like he don't do that internet stuff.
Yeah.
And then he was like, fuck it. And then he got on to said all that stuff you said.
Like, you know who always says they don't do the internet stuff? A nigga on the internet doing that internet stuff. That's everybody's favorite line for what they don't do while they doing it. Hey, they get online and say, "Hey, bro, I ain't with all that. I don't play all them online shits while they online doing the shits."
Playing the shits.
Yeah.
Hey man. That was tough, man. This one was keep going, man. It's tough to watch.
Yeah. So then it was, everybody chiming in, giving their opinions. I don't want to misquote but I feel like, was it Summer Walker or somebody hopped on and was saying
she one of them, right?
Yeah, like I'm praying for Danny or something like that.
Mm-hmm. A lot of women reached out in support, man. Was like, hey, just hit me. I support you. You shouldn't have to go through this. And a lot of people claimed there was throwing a narcissist word at DaBaby, and why are guys like this, and it's a lot of that too. It's heavy.
Yeah. And there was some funny memes. I seen somebody say I would have. What's he say? I would have slapped DaBaby on the live.
Hey man, I saw some funny ones too. They said, because he called the police. He called the police on him, man. He was like, "I'm just protecting myself." So they was like, "Look at the snitch." Yeah, man. They was going in on him, man. And apparently, man, what'd she do? Because man, I get this too. Did she like hit him in the neck or pull his shoulder? She did something.
You would have to tell me that. I don't know.
Now, let me tell you why. Because he called the police and they was making her leave and stuff, but she got 2 charges. And they called it not an assault charge. They called it a simple assault charge. So maybe that's when they like slap you softly or something. I don't know.
What it is.
Yeah. Something happened physically. Because she got 2 simple assault charges. whatever that
Okay.
means.
Let's see.
But man, like she had.
I feel like she tried to take his phone or something like that.
The baby calls cops and kicks out baby mama Danny Lee, captured on video. Okay.
Hey man, you know this is a tough conversation too, man. Like, you know, he called her. Did he say certified or he just said
Certified
bitch?
side chick.
Certified side chick.
My bitch.
I didn't know if it was bitch or chick, but I mean,
I think it was.
They both. Side is the strong word here. Side is the.
It's hard because the shade room blurred out bitch.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
You know they don't want no toxic things on their page.
Oh, do they not?
Nah.
And man, it's like that's tough, man, because she thought it was real the whole time. And I'm looking at it the whole time, and I'm like, what about this? Do you feel is real? And I think, according to her, obviously, she's like, I'm in his house. I'm with him all the time. And it's like, when you see a guy and you're like, I don't know if that's really enough. You know, I don't know what he's saying to her. I don't know if he's like, you know, I don't know what he has to say. They not married.
I know what he said.
What'd he say?
He said, I love you.
Oh, yeah. Well, of course he said that. But that's like first date talk.
Right, man, because you got to make sure your kid's taken care of. So when she feels good, you know your seed is protected.
This is before the baby.
Well, she's pregnant.
You saying that's why she had the baby, because he said, I love you.
I mean, I think, I don't know, man. I'm in line with, if there's no title, there's no title. I agree. But this was a lot. I also think if you don't want to, as a man, we always have to be responsible for how we're managing women's emotion, especially if we know we on some extra shit. Because it could get real weird real fast. Like, I fuck with the baby, right? Without knowing him, I fuck with the baby on some like, oh, this is real nigga shit. But when I'm looking at her receipts, nigga, this a lot, bro. There's a lot because.
What did you see? What did you see outside of them being together?
Oh, man.
I saw they was together.
Let me see. Is the shit still up?
Yo, man, it's like she was
That's interesting.
pregnant.
She took them all down. Nah, nigga.
Pregnant, man.
No.
Whether
before she was pregnant, Mike.
Oh, before.
Look, when she okay. The argument comes up. He posted a video about the argument. Now, I believe for whatever reason, he had seen some shit in her to not make her official, right? But he kicked it with her tough because she kept showing pictures from like every month, and this wasn't like her sneaking and getting the photos. They're posing in the photos, and or she's grabbing like receipts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably how it felt to him too. But keep going.
But let me. I'll throw a addendum. Lance, if a chick gets to doing that, what you gonna do?
I must shut that shit down.
Because if there's not your gal like that, like you got to stop that shit. Like, hey.
Well, I'm gonna shut it down unless I want her to keep doing it. Or
right.
At least okay with her doing it.
Right. So it's like it's a lot, nigga. She was going like every month, like this is when we met, like May 2016, 2017, like every month it was a photo of them like cupcakes. And it's like, to a certain extent, I'll give you like flingy love shit, right? But you know what the argument was about. She had sent Plan B's up to the house because she said this nigga like to nut in me and I don't want no more babies. She was like, I don't know where we're going with this. I don't need to keep having kids with this nigga. We already have one.
Why is she sending it to the house though if she's the one that's gonna take it?
Because she's staying there. She's like, nigga, we've been keeping it low key, but I've been staying here for the past 3-4 months.
Okay, so she just got like a truckload of them.
Yeah, and now mind you, as we're saying all this, it always has felt like, and mind you, we're outside observers. It's always felt like the baby has held his first baby mama in high regard. Like it's always felt like to me that that's who was his main chick.
His baby mama, his main one.
Yes,
the non-famous one, the one that's just from Charlotte.
Yep, it's always felt
absolutely.
Like that. But with that being said, I don't know whose birthday it was, but he had went on the trip. Was it her birthday or his birthday? I think I don't know whose birthday it was, but for the birthday, the whole family is there.
That was her birthday.
It was her birthday. Whole family comes out. She flew him out or he flew him out?
He flew his family out to her.
Yeah.
Where she so yeah.
When the chick is a certified side chick, it's just like, if they know, if you're dealing with a woman and she knows she's not your gal, and y'all have had that conversation, if you express that, then y'all, the way that y'all deal with each other normally has some parameters around it to make sure things don't get weird. Y'all check in and have open communication so shit don't get, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, hey, she's kind of out living her life. You out living your life. Let's make sure that things don't get too crazy. And if it does, then let's kind of check in and be responsible adults. But they both young. And he's like, you a certified side chick. It's like, but she got your, she's not that. She is a certified Joe baby mama. That's what she's certified. The baby mama has officially trumped side chick because you got a baby with her.
So she's the baby mama for sure.
She's definitely the
baby
mama.
No, she's the newest baby mama.
She the newest baby mama for sure.
Okay, look, man, this was.
And you got pictures holding her stomach, kissing her in the mouth, and it's like, you know how women be after they have the baby, nigga. Some of that shit be postpartum, so I don't know if she was acting weird or acting crazy. I don't know, but you know, right after the baby, anything is liable to happen. If the baby's 6 months, for that first 2 years, they on a slippery slope hormonally.
Hey man, look, I read this today. This is a general question. I got it from the Shade Room. It was from I think Aisha. Somebody wrote this or whatever. Aisha. It said, "What is a side chick? If a man is giving the exact same benefits of the main chick to the side chick, then what make her the side? Serious question. I just feel there should be boundaries."
For who? Who are the boundaries for?
The boundaries got to be for whoever. No, go ahead.
I can totally be into a chick, right? Anybody know me? Know, hey man, my status is all over the place, baby. I'm married, divorced, single. I got I got a girlfriend, a wife. I don't have nobody. I got 3 kids, no kids, some kids on the way out. All of the above. All of the above. I can meet a woman. And most of the time, my lies are aggressive truths that aren't actually the truth. So I can meet a woman and say, yo, listen, there are women in my life that I fuck with, that have been around for a while, that I fuck with tough. They've been here. They're not going anywhere. I can meet this woman, tongue kiss in the mouth, sex. Oh, man, it could be a good time. It hasn't changed the initial thing. But what I will do is I'll consistently have conversations where we check in with each other to make sure shit's cool. Because if shit get weird, I don't want shit to be weird. But I feel like most dudes, if you're in the streets like that, you're kind of paying attention to that shit. And there's certain things you don't do. And cupcakey social media shit is like probably number one.
Wow.
Before she had posted these videos, they were cupcakey online on IG and shit. And so maybe some niggas don't give a fuck about that. I don't know, nigga. I ain't grow up with Instagram like that.
You know what I think? I think it ain't no fun once the rabbit got the gun. That's what I be believing all the time. I think a lot of people be like, nah, I ain't tripping. Do your own thing, until the other person is doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to feel that. Because naturally men get possessive about that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Men ask dumb questions like, whose pussy is this? I've never asked a question. That's a really dumb question.
If I ask, it's because it's my pussy.
Nah.
If I ask, I know. I don't ask questions I don't know the answer to. I know whose pussy this is.
Yeah. I have no question.
Sound very confident.
Oh, and this pussy specifically, I'm pretty sure about.
Yeah. So it'd be like, if you say what's a side chick, it be
It'd be necessary is what it be.
It's definitely necessary, but I'm trying to figure out the right way to word it, because simply put, a side chick is a woman who understands and knows that. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, so it used to be
Right.
called a mistress. A mistress was never confused about if this man was married or not.
See, that's where the lines are blurred. So, like, if you're talking about marriage, then that makes it simple because the sides are not married.
Yeah.
So there's the lines are very, they're very drawn out. Let's see.
Forget the line. Just look at the image.
Yeah. Now he had a bunch of them pictures.
He got a lot, bro. For a side note, just totally random. Nigga, her brother's bold challenging this nigga to the fight. I get it though. That's your sister. You gotta protect her honor. I'm with all. I get it, bro. The baby's response, fucking hilarious.
Okay. Wait a minute. I haven't heard the response, and I want to hear it. What I gotta add about the brother is he said, "Yeah, I mean, like I just got in a car accident and my neck still hurt. But, I'm ready to fight though." Y'all see that, man?
He had to build the excuses.
He had the excuses already painted.
He said, "I'll still beat your ass." He want that one-on-one face. Said the nigga posted. So I was waiting to make sure my sister was safe, and she is now. The baby, come catch this fade, bro, so I could beat your ass for being a piece of shit. I never liked you. Something didactic, and it says clown. Better yet, we could do it on live so the whole world can see you get your ass whooped, aka the snitch. I don't know what he snitched about, nigga.
He called the police.
This at the bottom is the baby's response.
He sent them the emoji.
He sent these emoji.
Is that the one with the smoke?
No, that's the one with the hands like this. Yeah, it's a slippery slope, man. I just as a human being that cares and loves women, and like women have been my vice for like a long time of my life. It's just like I personally don't be wanting no bullshit. So it's just like as much as I be singing this, screaming this lion shit, lion is more to protect the innocent. It's like if you ask me if I'm dealing with a woman, I might say no because she might not want you to know. What if I told her I ain't telling nobody? If I told her I ain't telling nobody I'm fucking with her, then nigga, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm gonna play stupid every time you ask me. What? She said what? I don't know nothing about that. Big lies. But right next to that, if I tell you, yo, there's some chicks around that I fuck with tough, use that information. use that information because but man, the nigga, the images I'm looking at, bro, I was like going raw, and your side chick is aggressive.
Yeah, man, but we just had that talk on the last one. It's that whole thing about trapping them, the reverse trap that I wasn't aware of.
Big trap.
Yeah.
Big trap busting out the Bentley Band taker. You feel me?
What's a condom? No, just to educate our listeners. What's it?
A prophylactic. Huh?
You know what the crazy part is? Everybody has issues in relationships. I don't understand the new generation of doing things like that online. I'll never understand it. It'll never make sense to me. Like,
Right.
why are you on Instagram Live with putting the family business on there?
Everybody
That's the
feel like they
family
got to
business.
tell their point, man. They feel like, oh, if I don't say nothing, then everybody believes one side of it. So
Like,
started off like you said, I don't normally be doing it online like that, y'all, but
yeah.
you know, the police came and I was only there because my girl was waiting for me to fly me out to state because I wasn't staying at a hotel. It's like, okay, thank you for that information. Thank you.
Right. Like, but when the baby calls the police, I think it's interesting in the essence of like, I don't want you get judged in the court of public opinion first.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I didn't hit her. I didn't do nothing to her. Let's just record this and have it on live so we don't have no shit later.
Hey man, but that's, you know why though?
He said that nigga said with my reputation. Because remember, there was like stories of him being in the club, big facing bitches that was like doing too much.
Well, not he was on camera like he had slapped the phone on somebody's hand or something.
Yeah. Hey man, I mean, let's go back to our relationship in general with the cops. You know, we got that too. So it's like, oh, we calling the people that do us wrong to save us in this situation. It's kind of thorough, you know?
Yeah.
You know that nigga don't want to call the police.
Yeah. With what he got going on in his reputation. I think he called the cops, and if they didn't answer, the next people he was gonna call was the LGBTQIA plus.
Yeah, they'd have came.
They would have came and helped him.
They'd have showed up and helped him, right?
I mean, if he think the police gonna help him, only people who like him less.
Wee. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a if we not together, there's gonna be some limitations on what we can and can't do.
Yeah,
just by me being responsible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right. Hey, man, that's a lot to manage, though, man. You talking about managing your number one career? Remember, you still got to stay hot.
Yeah,
it's not easy. It's hard to stay on top. Now you got to manage love.
Or could this all be a test? Because he definitely promoted that album. She started. Yes,
you got it's all fake.
He said it in the post. If you go read the post, the official post, he says, "I called the thing because I don't want to be caught up in no shit. I got a tour coming up, and that's all I'm focused on is my tour, my new music coming off. What's the name that drops on dot.
They got us.
And
damn it,
she could drop some sad music. Maybe that's what she needs to be like. Girl, we see what you went through. You know what I mean?
She a musician?
What? Daddy got some hits.
I don't believe you.
What?
She do for real?
Yeah. Danny, they was kind of on the come up at the same time. The baby's the baby, but Danny, because Danny could dance her ass off, so she was kind of starting to slot into that. You know, like how we always have generationally like a female artist that could really dance. Like it was Aaliyah at one point in time, and Janet at one point in time, and Sierra. Like, you know,
that's breaking news, man. I ain't know.
This is pre-Normami, but she had Easy. She had My Little Baby. She had a few songs. The truck song. I forgot about some song about the truck.
Yeah.
If y'all wondering, I'm pressing wrong buttons on this computer and I don't know what's happening.
Well, look at this, man. Look at this. Hey, BT, look, I'm reading this right now. It says, men trap women with babies too. Stay woke. Especially because they know she cannot simply walk away from the parenting like he can. Ooh.
Come on, man.
Damn.
Big trap, baby. Ain't nothing new. We out here.
Look at that.
I'm trying to see, man. Who gonna win that fight though?
Oh, the brother of the baby, man. See, the baby don't got no current injuries that he's speaking about
Yeah.
right now, so I think I got him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nothing. Side note: if you are a mistress, a side chick, don't let this deter you. Okay, don't let this energy deter you. I don't think that. And put it like this: do you think that him and Danny had pillow talk?
Personally, I don't.
Now, mind you, they living together.
Nah, man. I don't think he was giving her the secrets.
You think they had pillow talk, Lance?
Yes, of course. I
If
think those pictures. Hold on, because the mouse is still not mousing.
I gotta find Mike. I gotta find all the pictures.
Hey,
Bro.
Coop, go ahead, Coop. I'll hit you in a minute.
Hey, man, look, I saw some of the intimate shots, man, but I just know.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I feel like.
Yeah, 'cause,
Hey, man, look, we talk about this all the time, man, and unfortunately, I'm gonna say this because it does go both ways, but guys be lying, man. So when he be laid up and kissing her, it's because she's there. It's a lot of that. He be all emotional. He be rubbing her feet and shit. But man, as soon as he on the road, yo man, he be doing that too. Another one.
I agree. I think, but I think she might even know that. I don't think that was even the issue. The issue is you a certified side chick. It's like certified.
How she don't know that the baby mama's number one though?
Cause
Everybody know.
Cause she a baby mama.
Two.
So her equity's up.
Yes. Okay. Her equity's slightly higher because in the public, they together. Them being together wasn't a rumor that we didn't know about. No, nigga, before she was pregnant, they was together, nigga. Videos together, music together, kissing online, going to places, holding hands, going to this nigga. If the woman's confused, you might have confused her.
Definitely confused her. And you didn't have to.
You didn't have to. You could have just told her what it was. And you know what I mean? You could have made a world where she didn't feel this comfortable. Come on, baby, get in the picture with me.
He gave her the trick.
I would have ended the episode there, but I'm on a different setup, and
you don't know how to get out of here.
You don't know the button.
Yeah, man, the mouse is dead.
We're supposed to do like a addendum to, like, you know, catch us here, catch us there, and then exit.
Oh yeah.
So what I want everybody to do.
Oh no, man! I know what you're about to do. Let me really say where I'm gonna be. Hey man. Hey man. Oh, you can't. Hey man, I'm about to be with Melanie Camacho, man, at the Ball Theater in San Leandro Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh shit, that's lit.
Yeah, man. I'm about to do that joint. Right.
Yeah, and I'm Keep Your Distance is going on Thanksgiving Day, and then that weekend I'm in Tacoma, Washington. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Lance, say what you gonna say, and then Smitty just unplug the Wi-Fi.
Nigga,
hey man, Friday Hollywood at Supernova.
Monitors for the gaming and the editing.
Do you really be gaming like that, bro?
Bro, you don't see the. I got an Xbox, PlayStation behind him right now. You don't see it?
Wait, man, I do see it. Hey, Smitty.
What's up?
How'd it go?
So, hey, that's a classic. That's a classic. Yeah, I be on the sticks, bro.
What'd you play?
Bro, I played on the Xbox.
Oh, hold on. What'd you play?
Huh?
What you play?
On the Xbox, you finna X out. Hey. On the Xbox, I be on the Madden, the Halo, and all the Xbox games. And then on the PlayStation, I be on 2K, God of War, Spider-Man, and all that. And
come on, man, with the 2K, man, and the Call of Duty, man.
Whatever you want to do, man. I'm gonna let y'all get back to it. I got this Laker game on.
Yo, man, this is the longest ending ever.
I know, and it got ruined a few times, but we found the mouse. He got like this wireless mouse, and if you move it the wrong way, so it was at the neighbor's house. We had to move that bitch all the way